Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. So today I'm here with the new elegant Nestables, and there are 8 different die sets in this collection. So here we have the DL and the Slimline, then we have the circles, the octagons and the ovals, and then there are the A5s, the 5x7s and the A2s, and each one of these sets will create a really pretty card for you. They will also work together, and they're all designed to work with the box collections from previous years. So these are the dies that are in the 5x7, and I'm going to show you a few ways that we can use it. This one will cut the pattern out of the card, and using this one with it will create that frame. And then of course the other dies will also do the same. You can also layer them up. But to start with, we're going to use this one, and we're going to cut this twice, and that will give us a shaped card that we can use. Then I'm also going to cut it again in gold, but this time I'm going to add this. There's my gold one. This time I'm going to add this to a 5x7 top folded card, for which I've created a slightly smaller pink base. So for this first shaped card, we're going to take one of these pieces and we're just going to lay it flat on a scoreboard, and we're just going to score across the top. So we'll score it along there. So I'm using the second score line down, and I'm going to just bend that a little. Now once we've straightened that out, this is the right side, so we're going to turn it right side down. We've got the right side up on this one, and we're going to marry these up so that they line up completely. We're going to add some glue along that top fold there and glue these together, and that will create for us the base card that we need. So there's our first card, and that's going to stand in tenfold. Now you can, if you wish, score it along the long side, and that will create a tenfold card that will be in the landscape position, but I'm going to use mine in portrait. Now for the 5x7 one, I've got my base. I'm going to add my panel, and I'm going to add this with foam tape underneath just to raise it up. Now from the next die down, I've cut myself some panels that will sit on my card. So I've done one in pink, I've done one in blue, and this one on the blue, this will strengthen the front of the card. But to make sure that the back is strengthened, I've cut another one in white, and that's going to sit on the back of the card. So for both of these front panels, I'm going to put them through an embossing folder, and that will just add a nice neat pattern to both pieces. Now before I added this to the card, I should have added this ribbon. So I'm just going to put a little spot of hot glue under there, and we'll tuck that ribbon underneath and bring it round, and then we'll make sure it's level, and we'll just tuck it under this side as well with a little spot of hot glue there as well. So once I have that in place, I'm taking this next die, and I've cut that in gold, and I'm going to add that to the top of my card with some foam tape. And then we can add the little bow to whichever side we prefer. And again, I'm just going to use a spot of hot glue. Now for this one, I'm going to bring in the ovals. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to cut this in white. And then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to cut that in blue. And they're going to sit on the front of my card, and that again will also be wrapped with ribbon before it's added to my card. Now from these 2 die sets, I've chosen Love You from the Special Words, and that's going to sit there. And then I've taken Just For You from the Butterfly Trails Sentiments, and that's going to sit there. And these two backings will be cut from parchment. So the word love you has been cut from navy blue card, and the just for you has been cut from the bright gold card, and they're going to be added to the parchment and onto the front of the cards. And then we can dress these up with some flowers. Now parchment is notorious for showing your glue through, so if you add it to the back of the letters that are in the die cut, it won't show as much when it's added to the card. So we'll bring this further down into the centre and we'll add that along there. Now that doesn't show, once the glue dries, that will not show at all. So now comes the interesting part where we can dress this with some flowers. So always have your dry run first, and then you can see where you like your flowers. So we'll have a pink one on there covering the bowl, and we'll have some white ones alongside it, and then we'll put the other three up there. And I'm going to glue these in place with some wet glue, with some hot glue. And then over here we'll have these blue ones. So we'll put this one that trails up the side of the words. We'll have these blue ones along here, and we'll put these pretty ones in along there, and we'll have one at the bottom. We'll have this tulip, the little sweetheart blossom, and we'll tuck the single roses in so that they come down here, and that will trail the flowers down that side. So I'm quite happy with that display. I'm going to go away and glue these in place, and then I'll come back to you for the finishing touch. Now into these little flowers I've dotted a self-adhesive pearl, and then onto the flowers I'm just going to pop some of the glue, and then I'm going to sprinkle this with some glitter. Now once the glue is dry, it will dry clear and it will dry flat, and so all that you'll have left on your flowers is the sparkle from the glitter. Now leave that to dry, and once it's dry you can dust off the surplus glitter, and that will all lie flat on your card. So there you have two really pretty cards. The basis for both is the 5x7 Elegant Nestables. That's created the full card there, and it's been added to a 5x7 base there. For this one I've also used the ovals, just to show you that you can mix and match the dies. The added extras that I've used are the embossing folder and the sentiments. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and please subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, then you'll always be aware when I add a new video. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.